Servus Freunde, my name is Jimmy Cage.
What? What's wrong with me? Integration disorder? Hey Jimmy. What's wrong? Come on. Let's do it. What the hell? What is going on?
Buddy! This intro doesn't make any sense.
I know, boss. Jimmy, boss. Boss. I know. It's alright, boss.
You're my love, you're the one for me right now. You're my song, I will sing forever. You're my love, you're the one for me.
Servus Freunde, my name is Jimmy Cage.
And I'm Deniz, the Buddymeister.
We have reviewed more than 500 Indian movies on this channel. And the Masala Meister tier supporter Princess Consuela Bananafuck continues with the Mahesh Babu recommendation streak.
Nice!
Yeah, everyone knows that you are the biggest Mahesh Babu fan.
Yes.
Yeah, she recommended the 2014 Telugu language action thriller drama, I would say. There's a lot of drama in the film.
There's a lot of drama in there.
One, Nenokkadine, which translates,
Nice. I don't know.
I think close enough.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nenokkadine.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
You can try as hard as you want. I don't know.
Which translates to I am alone. It was directed by... What?
Yes.
I think that's correct.
Yeah, it's just the
I
best
got-
title ever.
Yeah. It was directed by Sukumar, who we know from his 2018 movie Rangastalam.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think Rajamouli is a big admirer of Sukumar.
Okay.
I've read that somewhere. And I have also watched and reviewed his first film, Arya, as well as his latest one, which was Pushpa, The Rise, Part 1,
With the second one coming out
in
a few weeks.
December, I think.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah. One, Nenokkadine, features Mahesh Babu in the lead, as well as Kriti Sanon, Nassar, Pradeep Rawat, and Kelly Dorji in supporting roles. At the time of the movie's release, it was the most expensive Telugu movie of all time. Apparently, though, it wasn't a big success at the box office, but it has gained a cult following over the years. So, what is the story all about?
Gautam, Mahesh,
Yes.
is a rock star suffering from a mental disorder due to which he loses grip over reality. But he's convinced his parents were murdered by 3 men and his only goal is revenge.
Yeah, I have to say the story is interesting, fascinating
Yeah.
even. And I liked that we get this twist very early on. Normally, in Indian movies, we get a lot of twists in the second half or at the interval part. But here we get a twist very early on.
And it actually worked, I think.
Yeah, it actually worked. It's quite, it's nicely done.
Yeah.
And the first twist is basically just the exposition. Like, here's this guy and he
But
has
it takes how it's about 30 minutes or
maybe 20 minutes.
20 minutes, okay.
Yeah, maybe something like that. I also have to say the movie opens with this, we learn later, flashback, but we can already assume it's a flashback, where this little child is running away from 3 goons.
Yes.
And immediately I thought, that's great casting, because I'm pretty sure that's Mahesh Babu's character in the past, because he totally looks like Mahesh Babu. Of course, after I have seen the movie, I found out that boy is the actual son of Mahesh Babu. So, great casting. No wonder he looks like his father. Buddy.
You know what I thought about that beginning?
No.
I thought awful sound mixing. I hated the sound so much because we didn't hear it's like it was too toned down. I wasn't hearing anything. I thought, man, is this supposed to be suspenseful? It was a bit strange. You wanted to ask me what I thought about this movie.
Yes.
So the thing is, it was fairly entertaining.
Yes.
But also seriously stupid.
Yes.
Silly.
Yes.
Amateurish at times.
Yes.
And, I kind of liked it, especially in the first half. There are few parts that I really liked, but I also hated it. and I think it's probably my least favorite
Oh,
movie
no.
of Mahesh Babu.
Oh, no.
It's the worst. Come on. I mean, the thing is, with a lot of these movies, I still have fun. You know, I have fun. But we have seen a few of these kind of movies by now. These like masala entertainers with everything in them. But here, like the silly things, the stupid things are like piling up. And I thought I just like can't concentrate on having fun because I'm just thinking, why is this and why is that? You know, it's one of those movies for me. So
Yeah, I think I am a little bit more forgiving. Maybe not a lot, but I'm more forgiving of this movie. But yeah, we have said this countless times. This is a commercial, mainstream Telugu masala movie, and not just a commercial Indian movie, but a commercial Telugu movie.
Yeah.
And these movies, they are made for the Telugu audience, certainly not for us. And they come with everything that can be nice, but also everything that can be pretty bad.
Yeah.
What I have to say, the movie definitely has a specific style, a specific aesthetic.
Yes.
Of course, it's a mishmash with the comedy scenes and tonal shifts. We know all of that. But the aesthetics, it has a very slick, very cold style to it.
It has like this almost like near future look. Yeah, like you said, gray, blue, and all this kind of stuff, and very, like you said, slick. The I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's.
And it's a very ambitious movie. They want to tell this mystery thriller story. You don't know what's going on. What is real? What is in his mind? And they have big ambitions. I wrote down the movie is fun, but also frustrating.
Yeah.
The movie is slick, but also very convoluted.
Yeah.
And it can be dramatic and sometimes even feel a little bit earnest. I mean, I thought Mahesh Babu is quite all right in the movie, and the whole part with the parents who got murdered and no one believes him. And is he
has some really good scenes in there. That's like
There's definitely, they try to give this movie a very heavy dramatic core, emotional core. For me, it's too much also. It's very melodramatic as well. Especially in the second half, it kind of drags with all the melodrama, and especially towards the end of the movie. I don't want to give it away, but the last 10 minutes are all about his past and the connection with his parents. And
it's a 3-hour movie.
And I can see the audience like sobbing, and they are so emotional, but it's not really working that well for me. Yeah, but the movie can also be just ridiculous, silly, and even laughable at times.
Yes,
it's a wild mix, and
I think what worked best for me is like probably the beginning. This is it all in his head thing.
Yeah,
that worked best for me because it just like we said, the first revelation, I was like, oh, interesting, cool. I was like expecting it.
Yeah.
And also like how characters, especially Kriti Sanon's character, where she's the interviewer, the journalist, where characters play with the fragility of Gautam, can also be fun because we don't know, because the movie like succeeds in playing with us at times. So you think, so is this real now or is it not? And that's fun.
Yeah.
But all this stuff is in the first half. In the second half, the movie like lets go of all this stuff and becomes rather like more normal, more like things that I've seen. So the first half was all right, but then I thought because there are so many action scenes in there where I thought I thought the editing
is rough. The editing is really
all over the place.
It's the kind of editing where I assume they don't really know how to make the action really work, and it's like let's just cut to different fast vehicles.
Yeah, exactly.
Like here's a fast car, and isn't that exciting? But
because they have like good ideas for action set pieces, but they don't make anything out of it. They have this like jet ski chase, and with these guys that come out of the water with these like jetpacks, water jetpacks, and the idea is cool, like straight out of a James Bond movie. but the way it's shot
Yeah.
is so boring. And
Yeah.
the end of that chase sequence is like they know that he like escapes, but they just turn around and then they say, "Oh, we couldn't get him." And I don't know.
Yeah,
what.
but the action sequence in London is quite similar how it ends with they go to that parking garage
Oh yeah,
and then all of a sudden it's over.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's also really kind of baffling. But I think this movie is like 10 years old by now.
Yeah.
And at the time it was the most expensive Telugu movie. And maybe this kind of action was new to Indian cinema.
Yeah.
Because how many action movies like this have we seen?
Yeah, yeah, I can't.
It's movies like the Don remake with Shah Rukh Khan, which is 2007 or 8. So that is the time when they also doing these modern action movies.
When was the first Vishwarupam? Because it also is like has this.
Yeah, maybe also around
Yeah,
that time.
maybe this. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it can be like a trailblazing movie in that aspect. And people,
Yeah.
if you see something that you have never seen before, it's like cool to have like these action sequences. And I'm not saying that. Like I said, the ideas are cool, and there are some there is one action set piece. It's more like a rather classic fighting sequence. There's a scene like Gautam waits in front of the house of what's Kriti Sanon's character's name? Sima? Samira. He waits in front of his house, stalker-like. He waits there and looks and watches her like this.
It's her birthday, right? Or
Yeah,
is that another one?
Oh no! There's this scene where he like beats those people up
Okay, but you mean a
that go
different
into the
scene.
house like
Yeah.
serious murderers, but they're just friends who climb over the fence. But no, I mean there's the scene after it. She says, "No, you can't. That were my friends." And then they walk around the streets, and then 5 cars come, and there's like a really powerful fighting sequence where it's just like hand-to-hand fighting.
Yeah.
And that's the only action sequence that has some punch to it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
also liked some of the motorcycle chase scenes. They were all right.
Yeah.
I think it's also in London. But also there's this familiar problem that the hero, the protagonist, is invincible.
Yes.
And
yeah.
like
yeah.
completely invincible.
Completely, yeah.
There's in the second half when we are in London, there's this scene. I think they are going into a tunnel.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
the first
car-
scene. That's the first scene. We see them. We see like they're in London. They're in the
Yeah.
car going into the tunnel, and they're flying out of it.
Yeah, the car spins around
Yeah.
and nobody's hurt.
They hit the truck.
The driver is all right. Both of them are all
And
right.
the truck it crashes once again into
yeah,
them.
I know. And
He hasn't even like a scar.
I mean,
and
even
nothing.
at the very beginning,
Scratch.
At the very beginning, he just
Get hit by a car.
gets hit by
Yeah.
a car, but then it's just in his imagination part of it,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, it's not real, and but he's basically invincible.
Yeah.
And I mean, there are many movies, action movies, where the hero is more or less invincible. John Wick is also like
Yes.
invincible, but it's about the execution. You have to at least try to ground it somehow.
Yeah, you have to. You got to have the feeling that there are some stakes to this
Yeah.
thing. That your main character, or every character, but at least your main character is in some kind of danger at any point in this movie.
Yeah.
But you know that this guy, nothing can
yeah.
harm him.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And the movie is 10 years old. Mild spoiler warning, but I want to talk about the ending also a little bit.
Yeah.
The action climax of this movie. We are in this room.
Oh yeah, in that crystal dome
That
thing.
crystal dome, I thought about Matrix Reloaded, like the architect. It reminded me of that. But he's surrounded by people with guns. And then all of a sudden he just shoots Nassar and then jumps
Yes.
off his chair.
Yeah,
and
they have this,
everyone
like-
starts shooting. No one
it's
is
like an
hitting
equilibrium
him.
that
Like
is-
no one. It's so laughable. It's
Yeah.
so like what are we watching here?
That shootout is pure trash.
Yeah,
that
that
is
shootout
really.
is
I mean,
really
the way
bad.
it's executed,
Yeah.
the way everything looks in this place. I mean, it's really. I don't know what they're doing, and that's
Yeah.
like you just said. You wonder what are these guys doing around him. It just doesn't make any
Mm-hmm.
sense. And this is like only one. Just like with that water jet ski scene, there's so many things in there where you think. This just doesn't make any sense. Who are these people? And why are they so stupid? It's like, I mean, you have to have some
You
kind
just
of
have to go with the vibe of the
Yeah, I
song.
know, but it didn't work for me
Yeah,
because there
I
were
can
too
totally
many of these
get
things in there. There's like this one scene where he's in the room, and there's this sniper shooting through the window,
Yeah, and then he jumps.
and he jumps out the window, totally fine, cool action. But the sniper is like standing 50 feet down, and I was thinking, how is he supposed to shoot through that window straight through? It's not just
But it's also not okay that he just jumps through
yeah,
the window.
but this is something that I like. This is something I say, okay, he's our invincible
He
hero.
knows what's outside.
Yeah, he knows. But there's
Yeah.
also like this scene where Gautam meets, what's his name, Rosario, or the bad guy, Rosarios,
Yeah.
bad guy in the men's bathroom.
Yeah.
And did you notice that the gun Gautam is holding isn't like loaded
No, I didn't.
in the right way?
No.
Because when you load a gun, like I read something about it, you have this gun slide on the top. You have to like, and
Yeah.
that way the
The magazine or the bullets or what?
the bullet gets into the barrel.
Yeah.
From the clip into the barrel. But if you like just put it back, nothing happens. And you have this like the a little piece of the gun like looking out in front because so you can see that the slide is still turned back. And the whole scene with Rosarios, the gun is like that. And I'm wondering,
Maybe it's a special kind of gun.
no, at this point I was just thinking maybe they just didn't care, you know? And this is like, why?
Maybe it's just safety. Maybe you should
No.
be the next weapon master. on
They
set.
just didn't care that the gun is loaded in the right way. I just said, what the hell?
I have no idea.
Okay.
As usual, the movie has two very distinct halves. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously. And in the first half, as usual, we get a very bonkers, like romantic comedy
Yeah.
with the Samira. I have to say, I had a lot of fun with it. It's very, it's crazy. It's over the top. It's a little bit stupid.
Yeah.
But at least
Little bit.
at least I was relieved that she's acting
Yeah.
and not just this crazy groupie who's totally in love. At least she was acting.
Yeah, and at
so
least-
there's another layer to it.
Yes, yeah. It gives her character like something to, or it gives the actress something to work with.
Yeah.
It gives the character some kind of depth, which is nice.
Yeah.
Although she like gets pushed into the background. I
Yeah,
think,
sure.
Towards in the last third, she's
Yeah, but she's
more or less.
at least
But it's-
she's there
yeah.
In the second half of the movie. So it's just once again a really crazy movie. I mean, Samira, the way she wants to help Gautam, it's so kind of evil almost.
Can I be your one-day girlfriend?
I thought to myself, this poor guy, he's
Yeah.
totally screwed with.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what's real, what's not, and this girl
This
is
has
like
to be
totally-
terrible situation.
Yeah, she's totally messing with him the whole time. But then I guess jokes on her because he just totally drugs her.
Yes.
There's a
yes.
scene where he just drugs her,
Yeah.
and then there's this jet ski
Yeah.
chase where she's like hanging in the air, unconscious. And I thought, what am I watching here? This is just so crazy.
It's a phenomenal idea of Gautam.
It's just the aesthetic of that. This poor unconscious girl
Yeah.
hanging in the air it's just so ludicrous. It's so, but it's fun.
Yeah, you have to say that at the end. But it's fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
but not as much fun as the songs.
Yeah.
You're my love, you're my love, you're the one for me right now.
This-
I hate that song.
I have a love-hate
I
relationship
hate all
with
these
it.
songs.
Nah.
I hate them. I hate them.
What is the first one?
Hello, Rockstar?
No, that's pretty bad. But what's up? Let me see.
What's up, Daddy? No.
No. Neno. So
There it is.
I mean,
You're my love. Who are you?
Who are you? Who are you is not that bad.
I don't know.
I listened to it again,
I have to listen
and
to
it has a nice beat. It's not.
Okay.
It's not bad.
It's a nice beat.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
okay.
yeah.
But "You're My Love," what I dislike so much about it is this "For Me Right Now." This is-
For me right now, but maybe not later.
yeah, that is a love song with, of course, with a lot of English in it.
Yeah.
But it feels like, it was made by someone whose native language isn't English, and it's just you're the one
just-
for me right now.
Yeah, but you have to you're just what I need right now.
right now, okay.
Yeah, but
Maybe
right
I'm the
now
one
in my life, you
who
know.
don't get it. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
but
I hate the songs. And
You hate the songs. I didn't. I didn't hate them. I had fun with them.
Yeah.
And I think the song and dance sequences are quite fun. So, I don't really mind them. We should maybe also mention that the soundtrack was composed by Devi Sri Prasad. So, now that's said. Let me look at my notes.
Yeah. There's this whole like.
We were talking about Samira. So, obviously, in a movie like this, they are in love. And I have really no idea why.
Well, he's a rock star.
Okay, then let's talk about that. Why in this story?
You're like quoting my last question. This is my last note.
Yeah.
Is it in any way, shape, or form important that he's a rock star?
I don't think so. And after
matter.
30 minutes, I was wondering why.
It's just a
is
cool
he
thing to be a rock
star?
star.
I think that's it. And I think maybe we're just too strict. I think a movie like this, the idea is just, hey, how about the protagonist being a rock star? Wouldn't that be cool? And that's it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like when you construct a screenplay like this, it's not so important for a Telugu mainstream movie.
They were probably looking like for a way to like write a character that is known by people, that's famous, but they only use that in like the first half hour or something when he's at the airport in London. There's one fan who recognizes him, but okay, he's in England. But even before that, it's the only time they use it with this rockstar thing. Of course, he's like far away.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because it doesn't play into the fact that he has his mental illness. It doesn't play into anything.
And also his songs. I mean, I guess the songs of the movie are his kind of songs.
That would have been something. Maybe like integrate into the songs that he like writes songs that is
but
about
it's-
his.
yeah.
No, but it's not. But that
yeah.
would have been something to work with. Like he's writes songs. People love him because he's like this split personality or something.
Yeah.
But he only realizes that later. It doesn't make sense. It's like not a
Yeah,
good
I
movie.
think the reason was just why not?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But coming back to the love story.
Yeah. Samira.
Why are they in love? It's just like, he's good looking, she's good looking.
Yeah.
This is a commercial action entertainer.
Yeah, I don't know.
So they're in love. But there was almost no chemistry.
Yeah, there's also
And
like
they don't talk with each other. And
Yeah, they don't have one scene where we like can understand if they have like something in common or there's nothing. Maybe
Yeah.
she likes Rubik's cubes and that's it. Or she likes rice. I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't think I have anything else. Like I said at the beginning, I still thought Mahesh Babu was doing a good job. He's a good dancer in the dance sequences. Kriti Sanon, I think this was one of her first Telugu movies. So she was nice. Nassar is alright as the villain. Spoiler. Yeah, but come on, when you cast Nassar.
Yeah, I was like pretty surprised that he's not the villain at one point.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay.
Yeah, but also in the second half, this whole plot with this guy that's always saying like boss this, boss that.
Yeah,
like his father.
There are like a
was
few
killed.
characters in there that don't bring anything to the table, and like this whole, they always have to do like this, and they always have to do this. Like they oftentimes in these movies have to do this revelation stuff, and it's like, okay, so he wasn't the cab driver, but the cab driver was this, and then this Rubik's Cube thing, and the bank account, and all this. What is this for? And he's like, with this Rubik's Cube thing going into the bank, and what's your password? And he's like, exactly knowing how to, because like this cube has 6 sides, you know? And he's like, and every side has like numbers on it or letters, and she says like, what's the password? And he like instantly knows from these 6 sides how to put it right.
Yeah.
And she knows, okay, that's your password. Wait a minute. And what?
It's a movie.
It's a movie and everything's okay in movies.
No, not everything, but from the get-go, you feel that this is a movie that plays in its own movie world.
It's fine. The thing with the Rubik's Cube, I didn't mind. I just thought it was, we still have to get a revelation. There's no revelation.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what would you say in German? I guess?
Yes. Oh, one
Yeah.
last thing. At the very end, there's like this scene where he talks about where he has this golden rice thing in his hand.
Yep.
And he says, "Yeah, my father was a scientist, or was not a scientist, but he wanted something for the future and everything." And it's like so interesting that he doesn't like have one sentence about his mother. He's like only talking about his father.
Yeah.
Mother was also shot, you know.
Yeah, I know.
So in German, I'd say, one Nenokkadine ist ziemlicher Trash. Während die erste Hälfte mit ihren Was ist real und was nicht Spielchen noch relativ gut unterhält, geht dem Ganzen danach doch sehr schnell die Luft aus. Die schwache Action, die vielen Unsinnigkeiten, das haben mich einfach nicht abgeholt.
Knallhart. 1. Nenokkadine bietet genug Unterhaltungswert, um die viel zu lange Laufzeit irgendwie durchzudrücken. Aber das Ganze ist schon auch einfach verdammt konfus und hanebüchen.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure how. If I give it 5 out of 10. It's more like 5.4, but I don't do that.
Okay. So, for me, it's 4 out of 10. It's more like
Damn.
4.8, but I don't do that either.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my least favorite Mahesh Babu movie.
Okay. Yeah.
But not by the wide margin, like it's not that far
But
away
you're a
from...
big fan of Rangastalam.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Sukumar. What can I say? Ragastalam, I liked.
It's okay.
Ragastalam, I liked. So, Jimmy,
Yeah.
we haven't talked that much about the Rubik's Cube, so the trivia is maybe not that
Okay.
great. But did you know that as of January 2024, more than 500 million Rubik's Cubes have been sold worldwide, making it the world's best-selling puzzle game?
And I never had one.
What?
And I think I only hold one in my hands like 1 or 2 times.
Okay.
Because neither of my friends had one. I think it was maybe a generation before ours.
Yes, I think so too. I didn't have one either for myself, but like I think my cousin had one, and at least I played with that one. I never solved it.
Yeah.
I like got 2 sides, but I never like understood what to do first, and I never read it up because I wasn't interested in solving it. But I had like this because there were like thousands of different versions coming out after the first version was that successful, and I had like this little cube, and I still have it today, like a travel Rubik's cube. But I haven't solved that either because I'm not a smart person.
All right. You hear that from him. Yeah, okay. If you enjoyed our episode today, please give us a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like.
Yes, and do whatever you want.